Many times people try to manifest what they want using the law of attraction, yet at the same time, they can't get themselves to take the actions that is required to get what they want. When it comes down to procrastination, there's one very powerful thing that determines it all. Once you understand and establish that, you can connect the 3 powerful steps that I'm just about to lay out for you guys. And once you start connecting them and actioning upon them, you will never procrastinate again. I used this technique many years ago and it's managed to serve me like crazy. So I'd like to pass this on to you guys. But before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everybody, this is Akarshana here and welcome to this video where we will be breaking down for you 3 very powerful steps to stop procrastinating. So if you are one of those people who you ever know what you need to do but for some reason can't get yourself to do it or end up doing something else, right? And I always say this, no procrastinator is actually extremely lazy because they're hardworking at something. Some people are just very hardworking at sleeping, right? Or some people are very hardworking at gaming. And why is it that sometimes we favor doing certain things rather than the tasks that are important to us is because of, we're going to go into point number 1, which is know your why. Understand that human action doesn't come with motivation if there is not a desire behind the motivation. Think about it. Whenever anybody requires something hard enough, they need it and want it bad enough, they will do something about it. They will take action. Why? Because emotions is energy in motion. Meaning the higher the emotional drive you have towards something, your goals, your dreams, your desires, the more likely you are to do something about it. A lot of people, they often say, oh no, it's because I can't do this or I'm unable to do this. And the interesting thing is, if everybody put the scenario in there where there was, like, let's say, a time bomb strapped to their body, they will find a way to make it happen. Why? Because the emotional drive, that pain driver is strong enough. So you're needing to move away from it so you do something about it. So what does this mean to us? Knowing your why is very important. Aside from writing your goal when you're scripting for manifestation, it's very important to start writing down why you want that goal. If you want the love of your life, why do you want it? If you want a mansion, if you want a new career, why do you want it? So write down the why. After you write down the why, it's very important then to ask yourself this question. Once I achieve this result, how would it make me feel? So in this part of the statement, be as descriptive as possible. How does it make you feel? It makes you feel amazing. It makes you feel like just on top of this world. It makes you feel on another level. It makes you feel like, why do you want it? I want to do it for my parents, or I want to do it for my kids even, right? Why do you want to do it? And when you're able to get this result, how does it make you feel? So with these 2 questions alone, we're able to, number 1, find out the root, the real reason why we want that thing. And once we have it, how does it make us feel? Why is this important? Remember, you never attract what you want. You attract what you are. The moment you start thinking about the why behind what you are doing, and it starts amplifying that feeling, you become that feeling. That's why I'm saying become more descriptive. Keep scripting, writing. Write it all out. And so it's very important to do this. You'll amplify that feeling. And when you're doing the visualizations, you also feel that feeling. So you become it, then you will attract it. And not only that, you will act upon it and stop procrastinating because it will remind you of how much you actually want this thing. The second part is to speak your why. And this was actually something that one of my old mentors taught me. He said, if you want to achieve a goal, it's very important to take that first step, then lock the doors behind you. And I used to think, what does it mean, lock the doors behind me? In Chinese, there's this saying that talks about burning the boats. They say if you burn the boats, then you'll take the island because you have no other way to go back. So what my mentor was referring to is when you take that first step forward, how can you make a commitment so that you lock the doors behind you? There's no way of going back. So when I say speak your why, you should speak it to a coach. Speak it to your tribe. Speak it to people who are around you. Tell them your why and tell them what you are doing. Why? Because that naturally holds you accountable. In fact, my mentor used to say, tell the people, especially the type of people who you know if you don't do it, they're going to be the people who come to you and say, you see, I knew you wouldn't do it. They're the people you tell. Because by speaking your why to all of these people, guess what happens? You will feel like, oh no, I don't want them to feel like I backed out. So that creates this accountability around you, which will then push you towards that discipline to get stuff done. So make sure to tell everybody, let everybody know, what is your dream, what is your goal, what is your desire, and what is your drive? Why do you want it? The third thing is do your why. A lot of the time, the tough part is getting started. Think about it. We've all had that moment before where we're thinking, oh, I need to go to the gym. I need to go to the gym. And you can think about, I need to go to the gym for a long time, and you don't go to the gym. But once you start going to the gym and you make that initial effort to get started on the action, you'll find momentum comes very quickly. You go 3 times a week, you go for a few weeks, suddenly that momentum is there. Once the momentum is there, actually, it's very tough stopping you. The reason why a lot of people procrastinate is they don't even take that first step. They make too many excuses. So the third thing is do your why. Action it. And while you're actioning it, always remember your why. So take that first step. If you've thought about starting your own business, then go full in, right? Whether it's quitting your job and going full in. If you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, then start that YouTube channel. Just do it. Too many people are like, oh, but I need to wait for the lights. So I need to wait for this. No, do your why. Do it now. I want you, if you're taking notes on this, write in big capital letters, now. My mentor used to always say to me, when would now be a good time? And I remember writing that quote down on my wall and sticking it everywhere. Since that moment, every time I have a dream, I have a desire, I have an aspiration, something I want to get started on, I start instantly. You'll find by getting into the pattern, because we are creatures of habit, once you start building this pattern and ingraining this way of living inside of you, you become it. And everything you want to manifest starts becoming easier because you all understand in the words law of attraction, the word attraction also encompasses the word action within it. So go out there, take action, know your why, speak your why, and do your why. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button. Also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing out. Namaste. Ciao.